Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dory and this channel is all about hiking gear, hiking tips and tricks and everything you need to know about hiking. In today's video I'm going to give you some pointers on how to best set up your Dan Durston X-Mid tent and what you can do to make it a little easier. Alright. Alright guys, so I mentioned that there might be a little gap underneath the tent when you set it up, and when it's windy or cold that might become a nuisance because it might get a little bit, cold in the tent. So I'm going to give you some pointers on how to do that, on how to overcome that. Alright, so you can see this gap here, and it's not really windy now, but as you can see in my hand, it's really it's kind of a little bit of a gap if you're sleeping. So what you can do is pretty much pull this down and hold the outer stake closer to the tent and then pitch it. So then you don't have as much of a gap anymore. If you want more headroom above your head in the inner tent, I will show you how to do that. So you've got these buckles here, and these are pretty much like attached to the tent. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so these are attached to the outer tent. But if you want more or less headroom, you pull it so that this top bit gets a little bit tighter. And if you want less room, obviously you just you pull the other side. So what happens when your tent is a little bit saggy and you need to make sure that it's nice and tight because it's gonna rain? So what you can do is, first of all, you can attach these guy lines and put a stake in it on the ground, and at least then it's nice and tight. But what you also can do, so you can also adjust your trekking pole and make it a little longer so that it stretches, so that the trekking pole kind of stretches the outer fly. Okay, so if you make the trekking pole longer, that's what you will get. Another thing is that sometimes you get rocky ground or really hard ground, and it's really difficult to pitch your tent. So one of the things that does help is to put the top of your trekking pole on the bottom, and then pretty much the bottom on the top in the hole, and then it should stay up. Obviously that doesn't really matter all the time, but I find it helps a lot with the setup. Alright, so you're inside the tent and you want to create a little bit more space for yourself. What do? So as you can see here, you've got quite a little bit of space that is kind of not being used. And how do you actually make sure that you don't get annoyed, first of all, with the fact that it's coming up? I pretty much, what I do is I put my backpack here, and once I do that, the inner tent gets stretched a little bit. You can also put a stake here. So if you put a stake here, then you also create a little bit more space inside, because what happens is you just stretch the material. So when we come inside, you can easily put the fly away. So if you want the outer fly to be attached to the tent and not be in your way, you just have to, pull this little string here, and that way it's nice and attached, it's out of your way. And you can do the same with the inner tents. Pull this lever and push it into this little hole here, and then just pull it. There we go. It's all out of your way now. All right, guys, that was it for today. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.